Okay, guys, I'm using my laptop. Yes, it's going to be choppy. My printer quit working, so I can't read information from paper now. And I don't know how to do it like everybody else does on a laptop and show stuff while they're opening apps. I don't know how to do that on my own here. So I wanted to talk about a few things here. So we know that the world is under attack right now. So multi-billionaire criminals are setting up a new world order that will impose worldwide tyranny. Okay. The ever lying, completely corrupt news media stood up. Okay. And to everyone's amazement, against the deep state puppet and ultimate traitor, Joe Biden, and unanimously promoted their worst enemy, Donald Trump, as the best candidate to become the next president of the United States. Our enemies are the worst demon controlled humans probably in all of history. And so they are the most cunning entities in existence, the worst psychopaths you can imagine, and they will not go down without a fight. They are preparing another pandemic that has a human mortality rate up to 40%, meaning it could wipe out less than half of the world population. What do you think this next thing's going to be when we leave? Right? And so we need to remember how Bill Gates and Melinda grinned when they announced this. Okay, this time they will pay attention. And what comes with it is the certification of the mark of the beast. So ultimately, we will witness the birth of a new world order beginning to set up rapidly September 22nd through the 23rd with regard to the pact for the future and events following to 2025. Why are these dates significant? Because that's when the 40-day ends of the fourth watch, what I showed yesterday. And it happens to be my anniversary and the 7 years since 2017 Revelation 12 sign. Okay, so now I'm going to go in here. I hate doing it this way. I'm sure y'all have seen this. I've got plenty of points to why this is going on. Time where it says there's Joe, and he said panic. Okay, it's time to panic. Why is this a big deal? Okay, it's a big deal because, here we go. Excuse me. Fox News reported that on Monday, July 1st, which is tomorrow, the Supreme Court was scheduled to make a major announcement. Believed it is going to be on the 2020 election fraud, which could dissolve the Biden administration and entire Congress, reinstate Trump as the legitimate elected U.S. president, and place the U.S. under martial law until new elections can be held. The movie Civil War just came out. Okay, martial law just came out. All of this was talking about a war that was laid upon the United States, an EMP attack as well. I believe that with the Daniel 9 or Daniel 11:20 prophecy, the raiser of taxes, I've read you the scripture 100 million times. Y'all can open it and read it. Read on. It says, he shall be removed, not in anger or in battle. This is the perfect way for him to be removed. And what's going to happen, okay, during this, there's going to be mass chaos. Okay, and during this chaos, within that time, they are going to try and assassinate Trump. Okay, many people have dreamt this, and then he gets a deadly head wound and rises. Okay, that's all speculation, the last part, but I do know that Trump's coming back. I know that he is the official elected official. And I know a lot of people truly believe that he is a Christian and that he is going to save America, and there's going to be this great revival before the rapture happens. Not biblical. All I'm going to say. So having said that, I find that interesting with the timing that we are in. And then what's not good is that the Force Protection Condition, FPCON, for several U.S. military bases in Europe, including Army Garrison, Stuttgart, and Ramstein Air Force Base in Germany, as well as Aviano Air Force based in Italy has been raised from Bravo to Charlie. So FPCON Charlie means a terrorist or hostile incident has occurred within the area of interest or intelligence is received indicating a hostile act, some form of terrorist action, or targeting of DoD elements, personal or facilities. Okay, they're talking about possible terrorist attack that has happened. Okay, and I believe that is why people's Wi-Fi is acting up. My printer's not working, my phone's been laggy, everything has been off. Our Wi-Fi is acting weird. Our weather, it's 69 degrees. Um, Better get this right because my daughter's like, it says it's 71. Yeah, maybe with the heat index, but it's nippy. I'm in a sweatshirt. It's pretty cold out. Um, and in 3 days, we have a mass solar storm that's coming right before the 4th of July. I truly believe that something's going to happen on the 4th, 4th, 5th, 6th, around that timing. And I believe it could be the EMP. I believe it has something to do with what's going to happen with the Biden and Trump administration. I believe this is all a ruse. I believe that all of this is a distraction from what's actually coming. I do believe that all of my dreams that have talked about martial law with Trump, with the Obama administration, how he's still working behind the scenes. No, I haven't forgot about him. I know people can pinpoint him as the Antichrist too. Okay. Not here to pinpoint any of that, just here to go with the flow here and let you know what's going on in the news and the Daniel 11:20 prophecy. Now, having said that, I had an insane, scary, off the wall, holy cow dream. Um, I am not afraid of snakes. I know a lot of people are. I happen to be one that not. We used to own a snake, a milk snake actually. So anyway, I dreamt last night and it freaked me out, man. I'm telling you, it freaked me. So I dreamt no matter where I went inside or outside of a building, okay, there was these snakes that was hanging. And I'm talking about 3-foot snakes hanging. Okay, and it was like also at a what's it called? Like a square, a square mall or a where it has buildings and then it's got shopping centers and then it's got buildings and shopping centers all around different corners. Every single place had snakes hanging and it looked like it was graffiti. There was green snakes, there was black snakes, and there was red snakes. Okay. And these one of these snakes, okay, while I mean I remember jumping back from one and said, if yellow touches black, you're a dead fellow Jack. Okay. And so me and my hubby jumped back and ended up leaving this warehouse. But in the midst of there, I saw a bunch of chairs and this big snake landed on me from the ceiling, went down me, and it bit me right here. I had two perfect marks. This is exactly where it bit me. Okay. And I knew it wasn't harmless or harm wasn't vicious, poisonous. I knew it was harmless. And I said, okay, so I'm going to be okay. I said, we need to get out of here. And everywhere I'm talking about, this was the creepiest thing I've ever seen. Every single building had snakes. I woke up. I sent it to my telegram, and Albert um, had a dream. And then I'm going to explain why this is important. And this was his dream. I dreamt I was in a church and there was much confusion going on. The pews were missing and many cars were driving around inside it in many directions. No traffic lights for order, total chaos. With that still going on, I saw a large white python snake stretched out, moving through the church. I threw a large flat cardboard box on top of it and I jumped on top of it. The snake became vicious and tried to bite me, so I jumped off and another person jumped on top this time. Then the dream ended. I'm telling you right now, this dream is an attack on the church. Persecution is getting ready to come. We are also, there's going to be an outside attack. This is also talking, coinciding, it's the same colors as the Iranian flag. So there's the 4 colors of the horsemen. I seen red, black, green, and then he dreamt of the white. All of those coincide with the same colors as the horse of the apocalypse. Now, with Iran, the Iranian flag are these same colors. Okay. And I believe this also has to do with what an attack or some sort is going to happen on the church. I don't know if it's going to be the Jews or if it's going to be us per se, but I know that I knew no matter what that I had to get away from these snakes. Okay. And there's a lot of false prophets out there. There's a lot of churches that are very false, and they're not preaching about what's coming ahead in our future time, and they're not talking about anything that is how to be prepared from spiritual attacks and things like that. I do believe this is a complete attack, but I also feel with all of my heart that this interpretation was an attack to the church, because I belong to the church body. Okay, all of us do. We make up the church, it's not the building. Okay, in a warehouse, they store things. And the fact that there was just snakes hanging down, oh, this dream was so real too. And it was like dingy and cool. And I just, yeah. So, anyways, that's pretty much what I wanted to say to you, except for this one thing. Many people don't want to hear this, but I am going to share something to you that kind of coincides with the Trump and Biden administration that I am going to present that I want you guys to listen to. So here it is. We will finally complete the biometric entry-exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately. For years, Congress has required biometric entry-exit visa tracking systems, but it has never been completed. The politicians are all talk, no action, never happens, never happens. Hillary Clinton, all talk. Unfortunately, when there is action, it's always the wrong decision. You ever notice? In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system. Just letting you know, he was behind for the beginning of this. He signed all this stuff into action. During his administration, if you go look up the laws that he signed, your jaw would drop. Okay. And I'm telling you that he is not who he says he is. Mass chaos is going to come from this Trump Biden administration. Okay. And I feel something major is about to happen. And like I showed yesterday about that. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to say. I know I put that on my description. Someone brought this to my attention. I don't know why I said it. April 8th is not 40 days to May 15th or May 25th. That's to May 18th. Those were the 40 days. 7 days later, okay, as we was talking about, we boarded the Ark, and then the additional May 25th, the day of the floods, plus 40 days leads to July 4th. That's what I was trying to say. So anyways, pray over this as always, and something bad's about to happen and I can feel it. If you guys have any other interpretation of the dream, please let me know. See you there in the air. God bless.